In the heart of the Amazon, where the canopy weaves a thick emerald blanket, lived a young jaguar named Jaggy. He wasn't like the others. While his siblings boasted about their hunting prowess, Jaggy found more wonder in the intricate patterns of a butterfly S-wings than in the thrill of a chase. His father, the formidable leader of their sleuth, often looked at him with a mix of pride and concern. Jaggy's heart was gentle, a trait not often celebrated in the ruthless theater of the jungle. One sweltering afternoon, a strange silence fell over their territory. The usual symphony of chirping crickets and chattering monkeys was gone, replaced by an unsettling hush. The older jaguars grew tense. A scout returned, his eyes wide with fear. A pack of wild boars, fierce and relentless, was stampeding toward their den, driven from their own lands by a raging fire. They were desperate, and desperation made them dangerous. Panic erupted. The sleuth was outnumbered. The leader roared, a command for battle, but his voice was laced with a grim acceptance of the fight ahead. Jaggy watched as his family prepared for a brutal confrontation. He saw the fear in the eyes of the younger cubs and the weary resolve on his mother's face. His heart pounded not with the thrill of battle, but with the dread of loss. Fighting wasn't the answer. Not this Chimi. While the warriors sharpened their claws on tree bark, Jaggy slipped away. He didn't run from the fight. He ran towards a different kind of solution. He remembered an old tale his grandmother used to tell about a hidden valley, a sanctuary carved by the great river ages ago. It was a treacherous path, guarded by treacherous ravines and whispering mists, a place no one had dared to seek for generations. But it was their only hope for survival without bloodshed. He raced against the setting sun, his paws flying over mossy stones and tangled roots. He scaled a slippery cliff face, his claws digging into the damp earth, his muscles screaming in protest. The jungle tested him at every turn. A venomous snake hissed from a low-hanging branch, and he leaped just in time. The distant roars of the approaching boars spurred him on, a terrifying countdown echoing through the trees. Finally, just as despair began to creep in, he saw it. A narrow crevice, almost completely hidden by a curtain of vines. Pushing through, he found himself on a ledge overlooking a breathtaking sight. A lush valley, untouched and serene, with a sparkling river snaking through its center. It was real. The sanctuary was real. He didn't waste a moment. He scrambled back, his journey fueled by a newfound urgency. He arrived back at the den just as the first boar appeared at the edge of the clearing. He let out a desperate cry, not of war, but of guidance. He called to his family, describing the hidden path, the safe haven. His father, seeing the conviction in his son's eyes, made a split-second decision. He trusted him. He roared a command to retreat, to follow Jaggy. The sleuth, confused but obedient, turned from the fight and followed their unlikely leader. They navigated the perilous path, Jaggy guiding them with a confidence he never knew he possessed. They reached the valley just as the boars overran their old den. From their safe new home, they watched as the rampaging herd eventually moved on. Their fury spent. That night, under a sky full of stars, there were no boasts of battles won. Instead, there was a quiet respect. Jaggy, the gentle dreamer, had not used his claws or his fangs to save them. He had used his heart and his courage. His father rested a heavy paw on his shoulder, his eyes gleaming with a new kind of pride. Jaggy had shown them that true strength isn't always about the power to fight, but the wisdom to find a better way. And in the heart of the Amazon, a new legend was born. Thanks for watching.